Yes, people. What's going on? Welcome back to United View and welcome to episode 92 of the Trinity podcast.
In the new year.
The first one of the new year, the first one of 2026, the first one of a new look, new positive vibe, no moaning. Everything's gonna be positive this year because the team's gonna improve. So on the Trinity, that's gonna be reflected in that, where all we're doing is praising what's been going on because it's a new year. That's what's gonna happen.
Are we starting the new year with lies?
It's time for flex to flip flop, spinning round like a spinning top.
Well, it's not lies because I just said that for the first show or the first preview of the year as well. I said the same thing, so it's not flip flopping. It's actually quite consistent.
How did you end that preview though, Flex? What was like your final phrase that you used?
My final phrase was, "I think we're going to lose."
Well, and actually, it was also pray for us, is what you said.
Yeah.
So it started.
But you know why? But you know why? New evidence presented itself
prayer.
during the preview.
Did it?
Yeah, it did, because you was like, "Oh yeah, he's changing everything right now," and the players and that. And I was like, "Actually, yeah, you know what? I think we're going to lose." So, yeah. Do you think we're going to win, KG, against Leeds?
Huh.
Wait, I need to open our window. I'm already hot.
I saw the presser. Oh, now you lot have seen the presser.
Yes, I have.
Watched the presser today, and I was waiting for him to say Harry Maguire is back. Kobe Mainoo is back. Mason Mount is back. Just some backs that I was hoping to hear. And he said, I don't expect anyone back. And I thought, well, one more training session, he said, actually.
Yeah, I kind of, this is a bit of a spoiler for the preview as well. But you did say there, KG, are we starting the new year with lies? And one of the biggest lies right now in Manchester United is the phrase, it's a small injury. It's just not. I mean, look, think of the people that they've said that with. Matthias de Ligt, I just saw Sully posted something about like he had to end up getting like specialist treatment, but he's now back on the grass. But that was a small injury. De Ligt, small injury. He'll be back very soon. He's out for like a month or however long it's been. Initially, Bruno, that'd be a small one. No, it's not. It's soft tissue. He's out. What was the other one? It was the small one. Kobe, it's a small one. Don't worry, he'll be back.
Small
he's not back. He's not back. You know what I mean? So
these small injuries, fucking idiots.
You know what I mean? These small injuries, they're lies, isn't it? It's just a lie. Yes. Mason Mount, small injury. He's not been back for the last week, has he? He's missed 2 games.
Do you know what he's taken from? Do you know what and that's what he's taken from Erik ten Hag? Because Erik ten Hag used to be so coy about the injury. He would just say the body part. It's the leg. And that was it.
Or just got injured. He's injured. What's wrong with him?
He's injured.
He's injured.
Just a generic injury.
But specifically, what's wrong? Injury.
Right? Just so generic.
So what's right now, guys? And he said something that really shifted the way we understood the presser. He said, that this Manchester United side at this moment in time is not going to be looking into the market. And he got into his sufferation bag when he started talking about suffering. And he said, we're up the table. Well, we could easily be down the table.
Yeah, because like that, he's laying the foundation. What it sounded like,
I hate when he does it because he's not lying about it. This is the truth.
Yeah, no, he's not lying about the sufferation. That's because we've already seen it. He could be lying, let me just bring the expectation of this January thing down because I'm not really sure. Like, I have spoke to Omar on them. Couple of targets. We already tried the Semenyo thing, but there's a lot that I just got to wait and see. It's not looking promising. So let me lay that foundation so the fans know, listen, there's a big possibility we might not get no one.
I'm just thinking here, Flex, actually. I don't know if this has been addressed on the Trinity, but we're sort of establishing now, aren't we, that, in these presses, Ruben can lie, right? Like any manager, Ruben can lie, right? So KG, when you called Flex and said that he needed to apologize because Ruben said he rated Kobe Mainoo and you called into the show, would you take that back now?
I'm standing by that because I know who he doesn't rate. He doesn't rate Joshua Zirkzee.
So
Yeah,
if
there's a clean defeat. There's a decision. No, I was
should
wrong
Flex
about.
still
I was wrong
apologise?
about. I have to apologize to Flex about Joshua Zirkzee. He doesn't rate him. He
But
doesn't rate him.
you called him specifically with the Cobby thing, didn't
No,
you?
because I still think he rates Cobby. I still think he rates Cobby. Honestly, I still think he thinks Cobby. How he spoke on Cobby to how he's the sound bites on Joshua Zirkzee is different. And what he did to Joshua
Not even the
Zirkzee,
sound bites, yeah, it's
but
what
you
he's done.
But you called in and sort of, fully
I stand by it.
hijacked the show
stand by
and
it.
was like, Flex
I didn't
needs to
hijack the show. The
apologise.
show was almost over. I didn't hijack the show. I couldn't edit.
No, called him.
I
We
didn't
had
hijack-
other
I
things to
didn't
talk
hijack
about, didn't we?
nothing.
We had other things to talk about, did we? At that point, and
Had to
Cage
put
came
it
in
on pause.
because he saw and he said, Flex, you've
I
got
stand
to
by it. I
apologise.
stand by
You
it.
must
He-
apologise.
I stand by it. Cobby. He said Cobby's the future as well in his last.
But you always say don't believe him, and the manager's a liar.
Some things he tells the truth, some things are lies. You have to find out. Like you got to pick your poison. And I know when he talks about suffering, I know he ain't lying.
That's real. That's real. That's real. That's
when he
real.
says, when he goes, look, that's what I said. You got to listen to this man. I know when he's telling us when they're truths and they're lies, and there's always he skirts it. He skirts it nicely. Yeah. When he told the youth are mid, he wasn't lying. Them kids were mid, bro. Like,
What about the good times are coming? The good times are coming.
that was a lie. wait, hold on. That
But then the storm was coming. The storm was coming.
storm was coming was true. The players coming back from AFCON is true.
Kate, what are you like? You're like a Jeremy Kyle lie detector. You said the good times are coming. That was a lie. He lied. He lied.
And they go,
people gasping. Oh,
We asked
you said that you rate
a 4-month-old baby.
we asked you, do you rate Cobby Mania? You said yes. Look, he was telling the truth. He was telling the truth.
And then he,
See,
and then he goes,
I told you.
I told you it was.
I told you it was. I told you it was. You said the good times are coming, but that was a lie. Well, I can't. I'm not perfect.
No, but when
I
you
see
don't,
Jeremy
you know when
Kyle
you're not
all
the
the time as
father.
well.
When you say you're not the father, you start doing the dance. Bro, I'm telling you, this manager, yeah, is it's interesting to watch what's going on in the league. I will say that because his survival tactics, he's up there. Hard to kill. Steven Seagal, special movie, old school. But you think of the managers that have lost their jobs, yeah, and he's not gonna lose his job. The only way this man loses his job is if we don't get Europe. And I will stand by it. That's the one time I'll say, because some people keep asking me, KG, why are you still in with this manager? Until it's like we can't get Europe, I'm with the manager. And I've even raised my stands a bit because before I was shameless enough to say I'll take conference. I'm now saying, look, Europa is the minimum requirement. If he gets us conference, it's not good enough. He has to go. I think that's something. But right now we're still in the mix, so I'm not getting rid of even after that Wolves result because the Wolves result hurt. It was more embarrassing than everything, than anything.
But then, like we were saying earlier, that like, and Owen brought it up that like the things aren't affecting us for how shit we've been because the league's been rubbish. So like we draw at home to Wolves, and Chelsea don't get it done against Bournemouth. It's like as you were. Like then Liverpool draw 0-0 to Leeds at home, as you were, everyone. But then what? The frustration turns from I can't believe we're 13th, which is what should happen if everyone else has been a bit more consistent and we're not, and it shifts to, for God's sake, every time we just can't exploit the fact that others have dropped points or go on to drop points, and we're not comfortably fourth by now. We're not comfortably third. The situation keeps shifting from that frustration of like we're not down the bottom of the table to we're not cemented, and it's that hope. That's the bit that's killing us. It's that like you keep reverting. Like after Wolves, my head was on Mars. Yeah, Owen will tell you. Like I've just
really?
Even during the game, I'm going. I know where this is heading. You could try to convince me otherwise, but I'm telling you now, like Gary Neville was saying in the comments, it's not right. Something it's not right. This isn't right. Zirkzee on this right hand side on this. It's not. It's just not right.
I saw it after 2 minutes, but I waited till the 20th. And you go, well, just fucking say it then.
Because you know why? No, because you know why? Do you know why, Owen? Because all the positive merchants and people like you, will be like, oh, there's a whole game.
A positive merchant.
There's a whole game. You can still do it.
Owen's a positivity merchant.
Yeah.
You know, things have got bad when it comes to that.
Yeah, bro. He's silencing me, bro. Every time I'm trying to be like, this is shit. Well, listen, we can still score. There's still time left. I'm like, this is dead.
It's because during a game, if we concede a goal, Flex will then start like acting like the game's over, like completely over. Like Man United have never responded. Like Man United, as recently as playing Bournemouth, didn't like come back from 3-2 down to 4-3. He'll go, it's over. It's over. This game's over. I don't want to watch it anymore. Oh, it's just over. And then you go, no, Flex, it's only the 46th minute. That's fucking over. It's fucking over.
Yeah, and Owen will be like, oh yeah, everything's gonna be fine. There's loads of time left. Lamon's.
I don't say it's gonna be fine. I don't say it's gonna be fine.
We can still win though. We can still win. Corner to Wolves.
Of course we can.
But we can get the ball up the other end. Toxic positivity. My backside.
Of course we can still win.
Nah, every minute, man.
And the haters will say I'm not a real fan. I'm the only one that believes we can actually go up the other end and score a goal.
Dilute every minute. But it's fine.
Deluded.
We can get it.
No one can call him deluded. Parents don't call him deluded. Flex, please.
Yeah.
Don't call me deluded. Anyone can call me deluded.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Honestly,
if you're going to call me deluded, you've got to add on at the end football terms. Obviously.
Football terms.
No,
guys. We need to talk about something else, because we have been talking about Ruben and the lies and stuff like that. But as it says there in the title, I knew this would happen. Okay, I knew this would happen as soon as Maresca got the chop. I knew this would happen. I said our fan base is going to do a madness. The ones who hate Ruben, they're gonna do a madness now.
Any excuse,
because they're gonna run with crazy narratives that ain't really there, but spin it so that it is there. Yeah. And this is what the title says: should Man United copy Chelsea's Maresca sacking? Okay. And what we mean by that is basically there is a large contingency that obviously don't rate Amorim. I'm not Amorim's biggest defender. You don't know this, but there's a big contingency that really like win, lose, draw, anything, press conference, get him out. Those people are saying, how the hell have Chelsea shown more desire and shown more intent than we have by sacking their manager, and we still got Ruben? Even Chelsea have changed manager. Can we discuss that, please?
Well, are we allowed to be honest and tell the truth when we do this? Because Chelsea have got a few reasons as to why they've done what they've done, according to Chelsea sources. They're saying that he offered the Man City job, yeah, and he wanted it. And Juve, has anyone offered Amorim a job, and is he asked for a new contract? Because that's one of the stipulations as to why they've got rid of him. Then they wanted him to play certain players.
And also, they say that he's, this would make him a perfect fit for obviously the Manchester United job. Is he lacks emotional maturity and was it mental stability, which always goes hand in hand with the Manchester United job, doesn't it? That would be good. And also this other part, he also clashed with the medical team, playing players longer and bringing them back earlier. The medical team recommended those two players were Reece James and Cole Palmer, who have had their injury issues. Which, and again, not listening to the medical team, going hand in hand, having issues with them, playing players longer.
Chelsea sources, Matisse was saying as well, he doesn't even believe that whole. They're trying. What we can see here is this is a bad breakup, and they're trying to paint this individual in a disgusting light. Let's not give Chelsea some moral high ground like they're like, Chelsea, they're leaking. Because also he came back in the press conference, as Matisse said to me, he came back in the press conference and says, I'm not going anywhere. I'm committed to this club. And his part of the briefing was him going, he wanted a contract extension from Chelsea. I want you to show me that I want to stay here because I haven't got put it down. I'm not going. How could he be saying I want a vacancy that isn't even there? Pep's not even definitely. We don't know that. Why would he do that?
He said he was offered. He had to tell them. That's according to Ornstein. I just listened to Ornstein again. He's one at SJ just like us, so it's reputable. So as soon as he speaks, I will tend to listen to him. He said that Man City's conversation with Man City. This is Ornstein.
Oh, he said he told them about that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So he's gone back to his club to say this happened, which he had to do apparently. It's in his contract. He has to tell them when other clubs come sniffing or something like that. That's what I was listening to today from another guy that's at the Athletic. So the difference is Man United and where Ineos are. Ineos have basically said, Sir Jim, I'm gonna give this man time. He's looked at the Arteta regime and he thought, can this guy be the same? That's what he's done. And he almost referenced Arsenal as well. Said, look, sometimes it's better to give a man time. Now, is that a good idea? Time will tell. We don't know the answers. At the moment, it seems like it isn't. But so far, we are still 3 points off. 3 points off top 4. How is that many?
Yeah, well, and also as well as potentially it's top 5, isn't it? We're level with 5th, and 5th could get you Champions League football. I think also when it comes to that, I think it is a case of giving him time from Sir Jim, but I also think it is a case of self-preservation from Ineos, because I mentioned this this morning too, and James brought it up yesterday, and it was a good point. I think at this point, when you're this far into it, you know what I mean? Let's say Ineos tomorrow. Let's say we lose to Leeds at the weekend, and then Ineos go, right, I've had enough. They've sacked Ruben. I don't even think I'd be for that at this point, because I'd be looking at Ineos going, you've got no plan then. You've got no plan, because if you've done it for this long, if you've gone through the Grimsby, the Everton, the Europa League final, which were all like, they're all like sackable offences, aren't they? Finishing 15th or whatever. If you survived that, if then they decided to sack him when, like KG, you said, you're 3 points off 4th and you're on, direction for a European spot this season, then you would look at them going, well, what is your plan? What are you doing then? Because you weren't going to give him time. You weren't going to see till the end of the season. You had multiple opportunities at good times to sack him and justifiable times to sack him. You didn't. And now you're going to blow up at this point when you're actually doing probably the best you have done throughout this whole period. Like, it doesn't make any sense. So I'm actually kind of like with it in terms of like, well, he's not going to go anywhere to the end of the season anyway. We might as well just see it out, because we've come this far at this point. You know what I mean? You've come this far. Let's just see what happens.
Yeah, but other people would say this is the worst manager. You've made a lot of mistakes, but finally you've seen the light. Finally, there could be some standards at this football club, because you got rid of this clown manager, this fraud. Because that's what's on the other side. That's what's there. Not everyone would be angry.
And they're fair to, if you want the manager out, I think he's giving you good enough grounds to want the manager out.
And that's why you can't be mad.
Well, but that's why I'm not mad at anyone when they say that they want this manager out. Obviously, they're more mad at me for saying why I'm still sticking with him, but I'm sticking with him for normal, basic, factual reasons of Europe's still on.
Yeah.
And we're scoring more goals. And we're scoring more goals, but then we got a shitload of injuries and we got a shitload of injuries as well. What process?
I don't trust. That's why LSD says trust the process. I hear. I'm not saying trust the process. I'm saying that this is their process. I'm not trusting it, but I'm acknowledging there's nothing I can do about it. So I'm just gonna have to go with the flow.
No, but then you can say but you can see that the players have been better. I'm disappointed about what we're about to do in this coming window, because I feel like it will be a quiet one by the sounds of it. If we was to bring in Mateta, brilliant. Like, that'll be good. I'll be very happy about Mateta for Zirkzee. I'll do that in a heartbeat.
Upgrade, 100%.
I feel like you do need more than one striker at a club. And then after, you can take the pressure off. If he's not firing, you bring in the other one. The only thing is, Zirkzee's not the best 10 at the club when everyone's fit. So he should go.
The manager doesn't even see him as a 10. And what slipped through the radar, which I was saying on the morning show today, I was like, because of all the Ruben madness and all the sackable offences and crimes that he's committed, and the 3-4-3 and all this, what's gone under the radar is that the same thing we were saying post Ronaldo, so what, 3 years ago, 2 years, whenever that was, of like, we need a young striker and then someone older for them to learn off. We're still in that same position, We came with Rasmus Højlund and we went, right, he's been really raw in that first season, scored 16 goals in his first season in all comps, in patches, but he did. What we need to do this season is go and get someone older for him to learn off. This young striker is too much pressure. Then we come back with fucking Joshua Zirkzee, who's not even a striker. He admits himself, I'm not even really a striker, Big Kev Hatchard, Bundesliga expert, Serie A expert, European expert. Kev, what's he saying? Not going to get you a lot of goals. Not really a striker. Young, nice touch, but yeah, he's all right, essentially. And that's exactly what we got. Then we sell Rasmus Højlund, We shot Rasmus Højlund, to Napoli, and then go and get another young striker who's, highly tipped around Europe and stuff, higher stock than Rasmus name-wise, but as we're seeing visually with our eyes, he's raw. So we still don't have an actual striker. And then the one that we've got who's the backup to him, like we're saying, is not
He
He's
can't
not
do
that
it.
guy.
He can't,
can't
but
do
he
it.
can't do it. He's
So
not.
we still
he's
do
not
need.
he's not
an
Man
older
United.
striker.
Unfortunately, Zirkzee's not a Man United player. I think we have to come to grips with that, and everyone understand that he's just not a Man United player, and he hasn't got what it takes to play for this club because of the demand of this club.
I don't even know if it's that, KG. I don't know if it's that. I think I don't. Yeah, as I said, I think he's just massively misprofiled. I don't even think it's like whether he's got what it takes to be a Man United player. He doesn't have what it takes to be a Man United player in this setup, in this system. If we played a different way and we had maybe other personnel, then you could go maybe.
What system gets the best out of
like,
him when you have other players on the bench?
Well, it's the same system that got the best out of him at Bologna, wasn't he? Was he like he was off the striker maybe at Bologna? I think there was a 2, wasn't there? So it depends. It depends. I think, what really he has suffered from, and Flex kind of highlights it there, is our recruitment for a striker has been shocking, absolutely awful, to the point that we've signed we've signed 3 strikers, what could be 4 strikers in the space of like 2 years, and half of them have already gone from Man United. That's a failure in recruitment, isn't it? I mean, there's ruthlessness there, which is cool. Like Højlund's there for 2 seasons, he's not good enough, moving on. Zirkzee's there for 2 seasons, not good enough, moving on. But then eventually you still do have to have a look at yourself. And again, look at Ineos and going, all right, Zirkzee, that was an Ineos signing. You look at them and go, like, you keep getting this wrong.
But then a lot of clubs, we're not the only club.
Even with Šeško, No, it's not. And but
it's normal. You're going to have hit and misses on signings. I think we have to be fair with Zirkzee. He's not like, it just hasn't worked out for him in the Premier League. I just don't think this league suits his game, if I'm being honest with you, because I'm looking at how if other people are fit, I'm going to play other players in there before him. I might play Acuna there before him in a 10 or behind the striker. If we say his position is behind the striker, I'm going to play other guys before I get to Zirkzee.
It's not even suited to the Premier League. I think he could do well. I don't think Joshua Zirkzee is a bad player. I just think he's one of those players that he has to be profiled in a way that he's in a system that really suits him. I don't think he's an adaptable player. That's the problem. Some players you can put into lots of different systems and they can thrive. Joshua Zirkzee kind of plays the same way.
Zirkzee will go Serie A. He'll go to a little bit of a luxury player, but not even just luxury. Just a player that only suits the certain way of playing. Like you said, he hasn't got multiple facets to his game where he's very adaptable. You can drop him in this type of thing. Like Mbeumo is adaptable. Do you know what I'm saying? Ahmad is adaptable. As we're seeing, you can place various different demands upon them, and they can still be try to affect the game in just as well as they did. Ahmad is
how different in the game. I'm saying to what you're saying then, because I'm saying exactly.
You're saying he's not a Prem player. He can't play in the Prem.
I think he's not suited. I think his play style is not suited to the Premier League. As in, he's been given opportunity, and when you're taking him off to put on a kid in Jack Fletcher, it says what you think about the player, because you're saying I'm getting more, even though you scored. I'm gonna get more from Jack than you in this game.
But he was wrong because he didn't. But he was wrong.
I shouldn't be able to look at
him not being a Prem player.
I'm saying
not being a Ruben player. He's not a Ruben player.
I shouldn't be able to look at Jack and look at you and think I can get more from Jack. That shouldn't happen. I should be able to look at players and not even look at Jack. I can't see Jack.
But if you
would that happen at another Prem club?
Yeah, I do.
Would that happen at another Prem club?
You can't. But what you can't do is say that would happen throughout the other 19 teams. If Fabian Herzler had him, he might say you might be perfect to play off Danny Welbeck.
Yeah,
I'd have you all day. If you ask Oliver Glasner, he might say, "I tell you what, just off Mateta and then Sarr on the other side. I want that. I can make that work." But you're saying what you're saying. I get you. You're saying because of the disrespect he's shown him, it shows that like he can't cut it in this league. But what I'm saying is that Ruben's not really the best judge to judge who's good and who's not, because most man under him, ain't really doing too good. But another manager can see that player, like James Garner. Eric Ten Hag said, "Mate, you not that good. You're dead." Like, nah, he's killing it, Everton.
No, there's a point. There's a point that you lot are making, and there's a point that we can all see that happen in the game. Because while I blamed a lot on that game on Ruben. The last game I blamed on Ruben, but then the one point that couldn't go anywhere was, we played with no intensity, bro. And that is on the players. There's no way I can say the manager puts them out in a system. We played Wolves with no intensity. That's not on. regardless of the system, the setup, the shape I put you into, why are you not playing this game like this? When we played these guys before, I'm saying
what's that got to do with your point of saying that he's not a Man United or a Premier League player?
No, I'm talking about sometimes. So when I look at Zirkzee right now, I don't think the intensity that he's brought into some games has shown, or the one thing that he is good at in terms of. So if you're good at, let's say right now with Zirkzee, you're good at one thing. I know right now you hold up the ball well and you bring people into the game. I know that's your gift. It's not consistent in the games that I've seen you play for us, even being with everyone out injured. I haven't seen you take this moment and say, I'm not dropping Joshua Zirkzee. That's not happened. And that's fair. And that's still.
But again, that doesn't make you not a Prem player, does it? That makes you.
Where you place. All I'm saying is every time I've seen him play for us in the Prem, I haven't seen anything, guys. Yeah, I've seen one good game. I've seen one game against Crystal Palace. Yeah, where I thought, you thrived. It's like what we can say about Sancho. Some people might agree Sancho might not be best suited to the Prem. Is he a good player? Yes, he is.
100%. And that I do say
well in another league. I'm not calling him rubbish. I'm saying in this league, the demands are at this club, he hasn't cut the mustard.
He definitely hasn't. So when you're saying he's not a Man United player, if you're saying he's not a Man United player, we all agree. I'm just saying that, like
the first point I said he's not a Man United player. Then after,
if you're saying he's not, but if you're saying he's not a Prem player, it's harder to come to that decision because that means we're saying that Amorim can rule with the iron fist, and he's definitely right. Yeah. And really, that means there's
Amorim might not be a Prem manager. You know,
and there's other managers.
Blanket statement. I didn't actually make that next part. I'm just saying I think his skill set is not suited to the Premier League. Personally.
But that's what I'm saying. And when you look at him, he's passive, he's a bit slow, he likes things at a certain pace. I think he's definitely more suited to Serie A. I think he's definitely more suited to the Bundesliga. Like he will go back to if this move happens at Roma, he'll get in the ball, get some goals, he'll be spoken about differently. Just like Rasmus. Rasmus has gone there, his confidence is up, he's scoring goals, it's fine. He's not rubbish anymore. Rasmus, we were saying, is a wrestler. Just he's a clown foot wrestling people rubbish. Now he's gone there and they love him. People were
Florian Wirtz is a perfect example. He was amazing where he was playing. He was terrible.
The output hasn't been there. But even as a hater, like he's still playing well. He's still getting on the ball. He's still lining people up. He's still. You can still see he's a nice player. But Zirkzee, obviously. Listen, how much you spent versus what you're getting back. I agree with that. But he's still a nice footballer. But to say someone's can't play in the Prem, I don't know. I just think there's too many other teams that actually there's better managers in this league that might be able to get something out of him. If Unai Emery got hold of him and said, play off Ollie Watkins, and I'm going to give you, Rodgers going that way, I'm going to give you Evan Gasson going that way, or Marlon, and I'm going to have all this movement around you. I just need you to be the glue. You don't know. You could see a different Joshua Zirkzee. If he's at Brighton with a technical man, you don't know.
So I mean,
I agree with that. He's got a lead.
Yeah, I just think he's misprofiled. I just don't think he's not a Prem player, he's not a United player because Ruben Amorim subbed him for an academy player. And again, I think that's more on Ruben, to be honest. Once again, he's questioning Ruben Amorim's substitutions, it's questioning Ruben Amorim's decision making. I don't think other coaches, if they were at Man United or other clubs, I don't think they would make that sub. Even with the options, I think they would they'd probably show a bit more belief. You know what I mean? In
his reasonings of doing it as well.
Exactly. No, but I think he was fuming about that defensive header. I think he was fuming about that, guys. Honestly.
Yeah, but at the same time, he still scored a goal. When we've been shit,
I think remember he says about the little details. He talks about the little details.
Yeah, we needed more running off the ball,
and then he goes. But I think he's just fuming because I don't know if on the thing I was watching, I was watching a different stream of it, and they were telling him go and press that man. This is before the goal was scored. He's asking him for more of the ball that he wasn't doing.
This is his job. This is why Ruben. When you go back to what Ruben held done, what the hell was you thinking? Why on earth are you playing him on the right hands? Why are you playing him there? That's why Gary Neville was saying in the thing. He said, it's like asking me, go on, Gary, do a job for us in midfield today. Ask me anywhere but right back. I can't do it, bro. So part of being a manager is knowing the strength and weakness of your player. If you know Joshua Zirkzee can't run, why the fuck have you got him playing on the right-hand side? or right 10 where he's got to do a bit of running. Why are you not playing the 4-3-3 and just play off the front and drop into midfield and be compact and help? Why are you not saying that?
Which I think
sums up Amram's tenure. Zirkzee's tenure at United, which is I just think he's just horribly misprofiled. You know, he's not. I would agree. Maybe he's not. Maybe he's not. You know, Man United quality. All right, fair. I'll give you that one. And maybe they're not the right personality and all that kind of stuff. But I didn't even think he should be bought in the first place. Like looking back on it, now that we know all this about him, just go. Who was signing off on that? You must have done your scouting. You must have what was that? It doesn't. That makes
we bought
no
that
sense
to help
as a
Rasmus. Rasmus needs help. Let's get.
How is that support?
Make that. In its simplest form, they sat in the boardroom, and this is Ineos, isn't it? This is the first season.
Yeah, so I mean, it's an Ineos signing.
This is Ineos.
An Ineos
so the first season they went, Rasmus needs help. Let's go and get him.
No, but you have the Nachos and the Rashfords and stuff. That was the pace. So when you talk about he was going to be the glue, you had them lot that was going to be off him when it should have worked.
Even when it was here, it still didn't work.
No, but I'm saying that's the thought pattern is I have quick players, quick wingers that I might I'm going to give the ball to. They've all been sold. So now it just looks even more crazy.
Well, it's even worse. Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
but even that, but if, as he says, he's at 9.5, he's dropping deep. Quick wingers is cool, but it's not like those quick wingers are going to be passing it or crossing it to anyone in the box, because he won't be there because he's not a in the box kind of striker. He's dropping deep into a position where at the time Bruno would have been playing in the 10. Like it just doesn't make any sense. Like that's one whatsoever, especially for the premise of what we were trying to buy a striker for at the time, which was support the striker that we've got, who was also a young guy. It's like it just doesn't make any sense. I think I do think it's one where he was kind of bound to fail, basically. Zirkzee. What reality was that going to succeed?
Yeah, and then there's a little bit of the Prem thing as well. He's not going to be like KG is. They like he could not probably best suited to this. Aminor says KG look at Sunderland manager and compare to our manager. He's getting results still. Lazar says, Happy New Year, gents. Glory, glory, Man United, and hashtag Amarim out. Happy New Year to you, Lazar. Shenanigans says Ollie was 8th, less points, less goals, less XG after 19 games of his first season with our best squad post Ferguson. We were all crying this much then. Were we all crying this much then? So he's basically saying it was worse then. Relax.
Yeah, everyone was always. We're always crying. What are we talking about?
Yeah. This is freestyle football. We're just get on the vibes. Vibes FC. You know what I mean? He's just smiling. PE teacher. Ollie got
it really nice. Ollie got it really nice from fans.
This is the club legend who we actually have an affinity to.
Ollie had it really nice.
And then it got to the point where man was trying to scrub out his legendary thing. And even that goal weren't even. Yeah. It got to that 99. That's how bad it got. It got that bad. Listen, thank you, but get out of my football club. Get the hell out. Yeah. I don't care about the thing you scored in 99. Get out, you PE teacher, you fraud.
And also as well,
awful, bro. Awful.
Also as well, we've seen some of those Ole Gunnar Solskjaer squads. So I remember that one before we got Bruno, that squad that year. God, it was dreadful, wasn't it? Andreas Pereira in the 10. Was it Lindelof? I forget. Oh, it's shocking. Brandon Williams. Oh my
Ricky's
God.
Boys. Shout out Ricky.
Oh.
He said it was wicked. Dan James.
Right, and people were not thrilled at the time. You know what I mean?
Do you think they're ever going to wax lyrical about Amram when it's finished?
Some will, KG, because there's contrarians out there. They are always out there. You know what I mean? In the same way that at the time,
he's getting rid of it's clearing the swamp in it.
Hey, you know, it's KG now. You know what I mean? With the Sancho thing now, everyone's kind of come to the realization that actually the Jadon Sancho thing was bullshit, and the club were right in that regard. Can you go back 18 months or whatever? Oh no, Sancho is properly in the right here. They've gone very quiet now because there's always people being contrarians. They've got to be different, haven't they? Got to be.
The Bruno one. Do you know what we've started to realize in the Bruno's the problem ones?
They went quiet, didn't they? They went quiet.
No, that's the most
45 minutes versus Villa, 45 minutes versus Villa, 90 minutes versus Wolves, and suddenly they disappeared. But if we win against Leeds, they'll be back. See, we don't need Bruno.
The Bruno one is getting uncomfortable. I'm telling you. The more and I don't want it to carry on because I don't even want to. I don't want to be right about this, even though I know I am. We need that guy.
Yeah, of course we need him. It's not even a discussion point. But obviously there'll be a lot of people listening to this that were like, absolutely not. Where did this guy lead us to? 15th? It just reverse it back to that one. Led us to 15th.
We still finished 15th with Bruno. He's shit.
Yeah, and we still lose games with Bruno. Like, we acting like you ain't lost with Bruno. It'll be all the laps.
Do you know what it is though? If he'll come back, he'll score or assist in the first game back, and it'll be, yes, great, but it's not sustainable. That's the next
Yeah.
one. You know what I mean? I'm
Yeah.
happy today,
Moments.
but it's not
Moments. You just
but it's
give
still,
moments.
but it's still not good. But it's still not good. I'm happy today,
If
but
we
it's not
go,
good.
if that's the judging, if that's the criteria we judge by, yeah, why don't we judge a lot of our other players with that same thing? Because Bruno, while Bruno's been here, there's a lot of players that we rate in this squad that have been here
100%.
and we finished bad and didn't win.
Martial, bro. Martial's wicked. Everything wicked. Just getting held back.
Didn't win with him.
Do you know what I mean? Talented footballer, but
Didn't
some
win.
people just don't want to talk about like the lack of consistency from the brother, the lack of intensity. You have to talk about the whole thing. Sancho, is he talented footballer? Yes. Wicked feet. Run up on him, get a quick megs. You could get megged like he's got feet, bro. Nice little player.
Lost
But
games from
where's the
Ronaldo, bro.
intensity? Where's the
Lost
heart?
games from Ronaldo. Is he shit?
Yeah. Let me get these out. Austin says, love this pod, but we might need a light conference because
we
don't need a lame duck franchise, but with this window, we may as well go all in for it. We might need a light conference. Oh, we might need conference league. We don't need.
Oh, yeah.
Is that what you're saying? We might get
a light
conference.
Guess, yeah, light conference because we don't
Austin
need a
made the
lame
review that one, bro. Just write in the chat. I'll scan it.
Yeah. IB8, I'm going to say, it says when AFCON happens, league quality dips. See, Rio was saying that on his podcast. I see him say that. There's a lot of players. There's a lot of players that are affecting a lot of teams.
Sunderland, their man out.
But they still ain't lost with their man out. 3 draws on the bounce, I think, with them in it since that's happened.
Yeah.
Kishan says, why does everyone keep saying the league is rubbish? Is it just not more competitive that any team can beat anyone else? I'll say this on the radio, and Sam Ellard was the host at the time, and we disagreed. I said the league's shit. I said the reason why it is because you can have a team like Wolves that are the worst team we've ever seen, and they're in games every game. Liverpool ain't mashing them up like they're meant to. Man United, fallen giant, ain't mashing them up like they're supposed to, and it's got more condensed. I think we contradict or we confuse like anyone can beat anyone versus that's a better product, that's a better quality. Half of the time they're stroking the ball around the back. It's not even that intense. There's only a few teams that run around. I'm not having that. This is better.
Yeah, I think it would be more competitive. I think if everyone like played good stuff and you go, I tell you what, these teams are good. But the reason why everyone's inconsistent is because everyone is a bit shit. It's not like in these games you go, I tell you what, like Man United. Put it this way, Man United, we are 6th in the league at the moment. Yeah, we haven't played good in a while. You know what I mean?
No.
Good. You know, even against like Villa, we
had
were
some good halves.
Good halves.
Yeah,
but then again, but even you look at like Liverpool recently, yeah, they've been back on track. But sometimes I do watch their games, go, I don't know if they're playing good. Chelsea sometimes recently, some of their football's been shit, absolutely dreadful. So it's not like, I don't know, it's not like Wolves played well against us, but you wouldn't look at them and be like, oh, they played good football. You know what I mean?
No.
Some of the games recently, and maybe this is just about football in general in the Prem at the moment. And I do like that it's kind of gone away from tiki-taka, but we're in this sort of weird phase now where the identities are a bit weird. And some of the matches, you get really good matches like we had against Bournemouth, which is cool, I guess, from a neutral's point of view. But some of the games you tune in, you know, like sometimes you tune into like a random game on a Super Sunday and you go, this game's dreadful. Like this game's awful. It's a real shit show. That's what it feels like.
Look at Brentford Spurs yesterday. Rubbish.
Yeah.
It's rubbish. Brentford are 6th. Keith Andrews never fucking managed before in his life.
Like is that competitive or is that just like bad? It's just like it just feels like a bad game, doesn't it?
It's both of them are true, isn't it? It's more competitive.
It's competitive.
It's closer, but it shouldn't. If things are going how they're meant to go,
gone down.
the teams that have spent all the money
but the
and
teams have got better.
Wicked, they're dead.
No, the teams at the bottom have got better. They have got better. You can't tell me we could play Crystal Palace. We could play Crystal Palace on the weekend or whatever. Can't tell me we're going to win that game, even if we're both full strength. We can't say.
Yeah, but that shouldn't be happening though. That's what I'm saying. If it goes how it's meant to happen, and the top 6 are supposed to be just doing what they're doing, how could you come tell me that Manu just was a set piece coach last year has got his team 6th? Versus the guys are a bit like, it doesn't make sense.
I think maybe the bottom teams have got a bit better, but I also think those top teams they've got worse. You know what I mean? They have like
from these because we take from these teams that are down low. Like we're taking players because they're good. You got like that. What's the Everton one? That kid winger, mad skills. They got
In
there's
die.
players that we would take from these lower teams.
Yeah, in die.
what-
Yeah, but that doesn't mean they're good because
but that
they've
is-
also got
that is
Michael
a
Keane playing,
reference.
bro. Tarkowski's
Yeah,
playing.
that- yeah.
You telling me Tarkowski's still playing now? How's that happening? The league's
But that
shit.
isn't that
I
hasn't got
guarantee we're
anything
not
to
getting
do with
past
with like bad football though or anything like that. Just because because we would even in the worst league, you'd take players from even the worst league
And
potentially.
I'm saying
to
that
add
the
to your team. I
quality
don't know
of
if that's
these
a
lower
reference.
teams in the Premier League are better, is what I'm saying. Some of the
That's always
lower
been the
teams
case.
have
That's always
got
been the
better
case.
players, and it's a harder. Like we go there, it's a harder game. Is what I'm saying.
That's
But
always
yeah, but
been
when
the
the Prem
case,
was
though.
good,
That's
like you
in
could
the-
go,
in
you
the-
could go
in
to
the
Middlesbrough
Prem.
back in the day when they had Ravanelli and Janino and his peak. They got good man. You go play
Yeah, we've-
Southampton, you got Letizia, you just chip it over your head and put it in the stanchion, mate. You go play Leeds,
We've-
they got you Boa. Weyer, sorry,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Doing madness. Like that's always happened. Newcastle used to be shit for
Yeah,
ages, but you
that's
got
always-
Alice Shearer, you got
look
Les
at-
Ferdinand, you got Man.
No, but
Look
it's
at West Ham. Look at West Ham. West Ham got relegated with like 40 points. They had like Paolo Di Canio, Michael Carrick, all those players. You look at players like Leeds when they went down, they had Viduka, Harry Kewell, or Alan Smith. They all ended up going to big teams straight after.
But then,
There have always
I
been,
say what
there
the
always
power-
been teams.
But
that
the
you pick
power is
from.
different, though, Owen, because I'm saying before in this league, you if a lower team had a good player, you could come in the window and say, "Hey, give it to us," and he has to go because you had that push. Clubs are saying no. Clubs are saying like back in the day, Brighton would never have been able to say.
But that's because
no,
there's more money in
no.
the game, though. They're not doing
yeah.
that. No, but that's not. No, but that's the economics.
That's not quality of the
game.
league.
No, that's
not quality
economics.
of
That's
league.
the reason why Brighton can say no is because they go no because this guy's worth 100 M's in this new level of football. We'll just wait till the summer, and guess what? Caicedo will get sold for 105 M's.
But that's all. These are all important.
Correa will get
things,
sold
though.
for 60. Ben White will get sold for 50. It's not necessarily because
But I'm
like, they
saying-
found bargains. They bought them for £1 million.
I'm in agreement, but I'm saying that what's different about the league is the fact that the big teams would be able to be so far away because you'd have a good player and a big team will show up and say, "Give me him," and he could do nothing about it, which now helps the gap in between we're good, you're shit, and if you was good, we're going to take the best thing you have.
I
I'm
think-
saying
I
it's
think the
harder
gap
for
in the
teams.
finance.
It's harder to
I would-
do that now, which does have an effect on games. When
Yeah,
you
because
could
I
they
just
keep
go in-
disagree,
yeah,
KG.
because they keep
I would
better players
I
for
would
longer.
disagree. I would disagree because I think the gap between those clubs financially is still the same. It's just more money. It's just more money because Man United, let's say in the 90s versus a team that just got promoted, financially there's a massive gap. That gap's still there. You know what I mean? That gap's still there between them.
You got
And in
actually
terms
what
of-
proves that is
and
you've
in
got the
terms
teams
of
like
this-
Villa and Newcastle that can't spend, and they're good.
And in terms of the quality of players spread through the league or whatever, it's always been the case of teams lower down the table have had good players that have a good season and they get picked up by the big teams. So I don't even think it's that. I think it's more of a over, if you can use this word, over tactical setup of football.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
It's a bit too sterilized. You know, now with the focus on set pieces and things that come with that, and
It's way
I don't
more
know.
tactical than it used to be.
I think just the
Definitely.
quality. I think the quality of it is just it's gone down. It has. It's like I don't see loads of really good matches all the time in the Prem anymore, anything like that. And I don't think that's because our teams have got better players now. Better players have been there. I don't even think it's like the finances. Maybe the finances come in with it like they're less risk averse because there's more money on the line. You know what I mean? But they play so many fixtures and they're expected to be robots, stick to your quadrant, be in your position. I think it's like that. I don't even think it's finances or the gap's got smaller. I just think football's changed.
I think
You know
there's
what
a
mean?
reason
And it's
why.
just-
There's a reason why when we see someone like Doku and Shirky, we're going, oh my god, look at the tricks in Dye. Another like breath. You see like them breath of fresh air guys, where we're like, this is football. You know, like putting a ball through the man's legs, quick chop back, oopsie, see you later, like boom, like we're crying out for that. And before. We 1 billion%. And I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad that football's gone backwards, like Carragher said in the piece in the Telegraph, or whatever paper it was. Football's gone backwards because we're just doing long throws now and getting the ball in the mixer. The Sean Dyche thing, the my man at Stoke, Pulis thing, etc. I'm not mad at that because to me, what was a bad product, to me a shit product, was watching man like Russell Martin and Vincent Kompany when it's at Burnley and all of that, coming up with these shit teams, and going, I'll tell you what, this is how we play. We play out from the back, we get the ball down, and we do this and we do that. Watching man who ain't got a clue how to play that type of football with players that are nowhere near good enough to play it in the name of new football, that's a bad product to me. That's about it's more entertaining to watch, like you say, Coyote at Brentford, go fucking have that. Let me launch that in. That's like a corner. Man fizzing in throws and it's all carnage in the box. More goals get scored. That's why there's more emphasis on it. And it means that's probably why them teams can compete as well a little bit better, because the football's changed as well, where there's more of an emphasis on that.
It will change again though, because the systems.
Oh, definitely.
When it's like
skinny jeans, baggy jeans, as he said.
Yeah, like when the 4-4-2 comes back in fashion, and all that kind of like, it's just going in cycles. So maybe 100%. You're missing out on that whole inverted possession based, because that's what it was before. It's tiki-taka. Everyone was trying to play 100%. That in everywhere. But because
now there's an argument that some people. I was talking to a friend about this other day, because my friend was like, "Oh, there's a lot of players like back then that were sick players that couldn't play now." Like he was trying to tell me about Roy Keane. He's like, "Yeah, Roy Keane wouldn't be able to play in this bit." I said, "Are you mad?" Like, but when instead of just going off at him, I thought, let me see why you're saying that. He's saying, he's a coach. He was like, not because it's better, but he's saying because it's so tactical, like there's too many demands of like, no, Roy, you can't go run over there. You have to stay here in this bit now. And Roy's like, what the fuck? What do you mean? What he's going to struggle with that. But I'm like, I'm sorry. Like, if you're going to tell Roy Keane and like Patrick Vieira or all these box-to-box guys that do a bit of everything, if you're going to say, I'm going to get you a man called Rodri, and he's just going to sit in front of them, so you don't have to do that bit. You just have to stay in the middle and do this or just do that, because they man needs to do everything. Do you know what I'm saying?
If anything, to be honest, I think Roy Keane would probably dominate. I think Roy Keane would dominate more than he did in the 90s and the 2000s, in all honesty, because he could, like I said, he could do everything. And people clubs are trying desperately to find a Roy Keane-esque kind of player. I think a more interesting one is someone like a David Beckham. I'm going, right, where would he play? Where would he play nowadays? David Beckham, like a right of a free in midfield. David Beckham was a right midfielder. That thing doesn't even exist anymore, does it? Like right midfielder, but not super opposite quick, but obviously unbelievable in terms of passing range, switching, crossing into box set pieces. Where would he
might have to play left wing? He might have to play left wing now. Would
he be like a 10?
Cutting on the right foot.
Would he be sort of deeper midfielder? That kind of
left wing,
kind of
or in a midfield 3 on the right.
Yeah, our club right wing back. We deserve better at our club right wing back.
I know.
Left wing back like a loser. Let me get these super chats out actually, because we kind of paused on that bit there. Kishan, is that where we got to? No, that was why we got stuck. RK says Ineos have shown with Nice in France how bad they are, and now they are doing the same at United. Ruben is the worst manager I've ever seen, but if not backed, what's he going to do? Man needs to walk. Vic says, say you were to sack Amorim, who do you think would be better fit? Well, a lot of people say Maresca immediately because he's available.
That's crazy. That's
Kevin Gary.
Do you know what's mad about the Maresca shout?
Kevin Gary. Kevin Gary.
Yeah, bro, because if Matisse can work, I can.
Exactly. Have you seen the pictures? There it is.
There it is. That is funny as hell, bro.
He actually, it's finished. It's over for him because he does genuinely look like this guy.
They can't have every way. They can't have a stinker. He's got to deal with that for a long time.
But every win, and every good thing that happens, he can milk it to the cows come home.
No, but I feel like there'll be more bad than I saw that. I saw him talking to the players in the dressing room, and there's a language barrier. I wasn't moved. If that was a TV show, we'd have to do it again. That speech, it done nothing.
What would your notes on that scene be if you were the director, KG? If you're going up to the actor, what would you say to him?
I'd say, cut. Listen to them.
Yeah.
Do you believe you moved anyone in that? We're gonna do that again. We're gonna do that one again. Give me more. Give me more. I should feel something. Like, have you seen Any Given Sunday? Have you seen Any Given Sunday? Tell me you've seen that.
There's a good. Oh yeah, I've seen this. I've seen that speech. Yeah, I mean, there's Gary Oldman. Oscar-winning actor. He says that he was in all the Batman films with Christopher Nolan, and he said Christopher Nolan during their 3 films, it's across like a decade or whatever, gave him like 4 or 5 notes on a scene ever, and he said one of them he literally just went, "Let's do that again. There's more at stake." That's all he said. Yeah. There's more at stake. And then he went, "All right,
stakes too high.
All right, I got you." He went, "All right, that's fine. That's all he needed to say. Got it." It would be the same.
You're in a Batman film. Like, we can't put that out. Like,
let me give you a good.
What if Lee Racine just go up to him, going, "Do that again. There's more at stake here." Gotcha.
Let me give you one. So we came back to work. Obviously, I've been off Ted Lasso for a long time. It was our first scene in the pub. There's no warm up. It's that read the scene, action. And it's first day back with Jason. It's time to go in it. I don't know what's going on, bro. Like, imagine no preseason, and then usually he doesn't come over. So what happens? The script editor will come over and be like, "You were supposed to say this, but you said something else. Have you done that?" Do you know what I mean? And you give your. I felt like I should have said this. They give you the little percentage to play with. Jason came over. He goes, "You guys all right?"
Well, you know the meaning, the real meaning of rhetorical, like the real meaning of like, I don't actually want you to answer me as to whether you're all right or not, but fix the fuck up, because what was that? You're obviously not all right. That's why I'm asking you.
Guys all right, bro. And then after, because we have their dialogue here. and then there was a rewrite. There was like a mid-time rewrite. The lines got changed, bro. But it was smaller. Look what I'm saying, man.
Oh, they've given you less to say because they're like, you know what?
We had a break. And we just changed it, bro. I said, hey. But we're all looking at each other. I don't know what's going on, but it's been so long. Think about it. We've just not been in there because you lot's rhythm, everything's off. Are you with me? So I was like, all right, cool. But I'm saying I could have, bro. It's when he walked over to man, and I say, I don't even see you, bro, like this. Usually you come over and just go, guys, play with one. He'll say, yeah, just do your thing.
Yeah,
none of that.
No. Yeah, you got to take it. You got to take it. It's how it goes. Yeah. All right, let me get these out. Amanda Kusha says, outside of Matisse being the preferred option for Chelsea, please tell me the rumors about the Golden State Warriors coach is actually true from NBC. What, is he getting sacked? I don't know. I haven't followed the NBA for a long time, so I don't know.
Is that one of those ones like when they're actually, are they considering bringing him over to football or something like that? Is that?
Oh yeah, I did see something about that actually. That
was a thing from ages ago, wasn't it? I think I remember vaguely.
Matel says, can't say only Zirkzee is not a United-esque player when the whole team is not at the level at this moment, largely due to platforming and poor manager. Super Art says, by stats, not much difference between Cunha and Zirkzee. And then there's the eyes. The Swazzler says, 100% KG, whereas Zirkzee's prem suitors, he clearly isn't up to the intensity. Regardless, nowhere near the standard, even for us now. WJ Barrett, big up to you, bro. Says the real Trinity. Big ups. Just a quick update. Had my first hip replacement on New Year's Eve. Won't be at Old Trafford for the rest of the season, but we'll continue watching you all. Respect family. Well, big up to you, bro. Sending love. Yeah, and sending strength for full recovery, man. Yeah, first hip replacement. Wow.
The hell was he wrestling? That guy looks great, bro.
Yeah.
I think with hip replacements, they get you up and about straight away as well, don't they? I think it's like just hours after you have it, you know.
He's gonna have that Shannon Sharp. He's gonna have that Shannon Sharp movement, bro.
Yeah, for real.
There's two you can get. There's like, I think one's metal and the other one's like ceramic or something like that. And like the metal one's got off in the metal detector, but ceramic squeak, apparently.
Crazy.
So you get squeaky hip.
Yeah. My auntie just had a hip replacement as well. So and a friend of mine as well. So yeah, big up to you, bro. The recovery's not easy. So get yourself back into the condition you need to get into, bro. So big up to you. Let us know how you're getting on as well, man. I know you're here on the show every day, man. Let us know your progress, man. So we know that you're doing all right,
definitely. Who's more likely to win the header though? Zirkzee or WJ Barrett? Recent
hip replacement as well. It's a stronger hip as well. So probably WJ Barrett and give him 3 months. Stronger hip.
WJ Barrett.
Yeah, WJ Barrett. Can you play up front?
Can you play right 10 so that when we got injuries, you can fit in and run?
Can you support Sheshko?
Yeah. Rarely any self-expression allowed now. It's system football, 100% dead. Matt says the style of football isn't as exciting as it used to be, but the league is more competitive. Wolves competing with Arsenal. Number one, Arsenal says it all. Quality of the league is a completely different argument. And that's what I'm talking about. That's why both are kind of right. It's more competitive because the quality's gone down because this is shit. Like you said, the top team, Arsenal, don't just dust man down that have got 2 points, 5-0. That's what should happen. But I get it. There's tough games in every league, in it. LB says, KG, watch Shorzy, Ted Lasso for Canada. Huh?
Okay, cool.
Okay. Is that for a new program out there? Biggie the First says, is there any team currently above us, it is us, I think, that we thought wasn't going to finish above us come May? This season was always going to be up and down for us. And that's the thing in it where you cuss out Ruben, you cuss all these things, but you go, look at the table. We never thought we'd be better than
where we
Arsenal,
need to be,
City,
man.
Liverpool. Yeah, we're where we need to be. And until we're not, then, you know,
And you cuss them.
that's been the conversations. Yeah.
Simple as that. I need what I need though. I need Cunha to
activate. KG, remember what show? KG.
He was good in the game before, but he just fell off a cliff in his last one. I'm not gonna lie to you.
KG.
Go ahead.
What show was it? What flexing KG show was it? A few weeks back, maybe a month or a bit ago, when I said I'm not saying he's a dud. I'm not saying he's dead. I'm not saying. And then we laughed and joked.
In the last time we had that conversation, he put in a good performance, some good performances before then.
Yeah,
he had one was a stink fest. The last game,
it was bad.
Was his worst game, but he has had some good games for Man United. But that last one is one that really like.
I just put forward a thing where I said, "Can we just discuss?" Like, you know, when you say, "Let's just be honest," when you say, "Can we think?" And there's been some good and some bad. But for how good he's been in the league, where we're going, buy a Premier League ready player, he can handle the pressure. This is the Cantona, this is the Maverick, and I said we need to just be a bit careful with like just doing all of that stuff because he's going to play like it, not want to pass and think. I was just noticing some things. Again, he can get out of that because he's got the ability to. But I just realized
he's nothing like Zirkzee. Don't even say.
But someone said by stats they're the same. They're the same by stats.
Hey guys, he's nothing like him. And that's come on, guys. That come on. Do we believe that? Who believes that?
What? No, of course not. Of course he's not.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure that wasn't a
new
thing.
I don't agree with that. No,
I don't think he's anything like him. But Cunha's greedy. Cunha's greedy, and he had a stinker. Him and Sesko didn't play good enough. Sesko, he had four shots on target. He didn't score one of them. That's not good enough. He has to.
Ironic with Cunha is that literally our criticism of him is like maybe you're being a bit too sort of trying to be main character and you know what I mean. Don't be as greedy, pass the ball, release it. At the time which we do kind of need him to be a bit of a main character, he's fumbling it. You know what I mean? It's like he's trying too hard. You know what I mean? Yeah. At a time which we're like, right now, be the main character that you were at Wolves. He's not really doing it, and you go, oh, that's frustrating, isn't it? And now I do sympathise with him a bit. He hasn't had the straight run in the left 10 that like Mbumo's had in the right 10. He's been in and out, injured, then false 9 and all that kind of stuff. So maybe he hasn't had the best run at it. But Premier League proven, it's what we brought you in for. There isn't a lot of time to really be going, oh, wow, you know, you're young. And, oh, wow, you're not used to it.
Yeah, you're now. Because that's our main selling point. We're going, he's ready now. Watch. So we need you to activate, bro. We can't do the both sides of the coin. You have to deliver, bro.
That's why you can call him out and say,
that's why it's comfortable to do it. But people acting like you're not allowed to do it.
No, you can call him out. And you know what? This is why I was hoping.
Until you buy Manchester United, this is my favorite. I don't know if you saw this one, KG. We got told during the match of the year, unless you buy Manchester United, unless you own the club, you cannot talk about it. So don't.
Who told you that?
Someone said that. Yeah, it's a mad one.
Yeah, unless you own the club.
Yes.
People think I'm doing a bit. Some people think I'm doing a bit. Some people think I'm just doing this because I have to. Like, as in, I'm just. I don't have to call it a role or something, but I'm just supporting the manager because I have to.
Yeah, because you decided that I am going to support him. I can't go back.
Literally. I made that decision. But I'm saying that the main thing is. I'm still in the mix. What is that? Oh, I thought he was putting on a wig. I didn't see the rest of it. I couldn't see the rest of it. I thought he was about to put on a wig at the end because I couldn't see the movement. I just saw. I didn't see the movement of the dog.
No, put Asher on your head. Asher's getting big, man. Jesus.
Asher's
That's crazy.
That growth is fast.
Yeah.
Not sitting there quiet anymore, boy.
When's he gonna get a trim? When she had one, because you said you got a trim that's grown fast.
I did, but they didn't. It was the first one. The first one they don't take a lot. You know what I mean? A lot.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean, so the next one it will be that. Yeah. So she's big fluff.
Pick up Asher.
Okay, a wig.
Yeah. C1K says we'll flex. Watch Ted Lasso season 4. Well, I have to say, guys, I'm back involved in. I'm trying to catch up on Stranger Things because.
No, wait. No. I got 5 episodes to go. Everyone relax.
I'm not even there. I just say where I am. I've only just started. I only finished season 1 before. So I've binged season 2 and I'm in episode 2, season 3. So
Okay, cool.
I'm still way
All-
back.
All
way
I
back.
will say is that I watched the finale yesterday. That's it.
Oh, the
That's all.
finale. Oh, the finale's happened.
Yeah,
Don't
it
want-
came out on New Year's Day.
Oh, I thought there was just a batch of episodes coming out on New Year's Day. Oh, it was the
No,
actual
it was the
finale.
last one. But the finale is like over 2 hours long. It's very long.
Is it? And is it like
Yeah, it's
actually no
basi-
spoilers?
It's
No
basically
spoilers.
a film. It's basically a film.
Okay. Is this a spoiler if you ask? Is there any more after this? Is that a spoiler? You film people.
Well, they've said it's a series finale. They've said it's a series
Oh,
finale.
right. So that means that it's
It
common
is a
knowledge
series
that this
finale.
is the end.
It's
All right,
ending.
okay.
Yes, it's ending.
It's ending.
Yes.
So that's not a spoiler.
Yeah.
Right.
No, it's a series
okay.
finale. Yeah.
Right. Okay. WJ Barrett says, "I'm a bagsman, holding striker, meaning ball to feet only. Sounds a bit Zirkzee-ish. No channel running. Basically, I was a lazy. You're sounding kind of Joshish. Josh, you sounding kind of.
Well, he said he's a bagsman. Scores goals. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. Fair enough, bro. Fair enough. Well, we might have to lean on you. There you go. All right, guys. Big up to each and every single one of you. We'll see what happens for the game
I'm going live
Monday.
now.
KG's live as well, straight after this. Yeah. Let's pray at Ellen Road, innit? Hope we don't get massacred. Hopefully they can show us something. Because I'm not confident. Owen's confident. He thinks we'll win 3-2.
I've gone
I
with
say I'm confident. I
I've
say
gone
I'm
with
confident.
2-1.
2-1 win, KG.
I said that
I've
anything
gone
can
with a
happen.
loss.
No Mason Mount though.
No
Damn.
Mason Mount. So you're going to ask, after taking off Joshua Zirkzee for Jack Fletcher, you're going to say, can you run around for me at Ellen Road, please? I'm sorry. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah. Oh, she's chewing on your... Okay, that's going to be gone soon. Yeah, that's mad.
Yeah.
Guys, laters, we are out of this. KG is confused. We're gone. Episode 92. Peace.